Wilder hasn't said anything in an entire freaking month. It's been a month since he lost to Fury. It's been a month since he lost his WBC belt. And this man hasn't said anything. You know, people went around like the LDBC dudes. They went around saying, how come Fury's quiet? Why hasn't he spoken out about these allegations? Well, my question to the LDBC is, how come Wilder hasn't spoken out about Fury's glove allegations? Because you would think if anyone was going to speak out, you would think it would be Deontay Wilder, because you know 100% he's seeing all these videos. He's a fan of the LDBC. He watches them. You know he's seen all these LDBC dudes defending him, accusing Tyson Fury of tampering with his gloves. So why hasn't Wilder responded? Wilder got these dudes' number. Normally, when the LDBC wants something from Wilder, he contacts them immediately and he gives them an interview. You see in their channels, he gives these dudes interviews. So I'm surprised that he hasn't contacted them, you know, to talk about this Glovegate situation. I'm surprised that he's been quiet for an entire month. That's surprising me, because you would think he would be jumping at this. You would think he would be co-signing with what the LDBC have been saying about Fury cheating. You would think that he would have hopped on this the minute it came out, this story, and he would have done interviews with them and he would have accused Tyson Fury of cheating. But he hasn't done that. It would be great if he actually did that. It would be great if he gave an interview and he told them, listen, I don't think Fury tampered with his gloves. Because then that would just shut all the LDBC nonsense. But he hasn't done that. He's just been quiet. But I'm waiting to see what happens when they interview him, because you know they're going to ask him about this allegation shit. And Wilder normally co-signs with what the LDBC say. Whenever they say something, whenever they allege something to him, you see he kind of agrees with them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm surprised that Wilder hasn't come out. You know, all these dudes saying, oh, ESPN. Why hasn't ESPN? Why hasn't Max Kellerman? Why haven't these dudes come out and address the Fury Glovegate situation? Why hasn't Wilder done it? You would think if anyone was going to address this, you would think the first guy talking about this would be Wilder, because he's the one who fought Fury. Wilder was the one who took this alleged beating from Fury with bare knuckles. Wouldn't you think Wilder would be coming out protesting that shit, going around saying, yo, he could have killed me? Wilder should be the main person doing that. Fury could have killed me with these illegal shots, but he hasn't done that. That lets me know that Wilder probably thinks that all this Glovegate situation is bullshit himself. He probably thinks it. And that's why he's not coming out and co-signing with these dudes, even though I'm probably going to be wrong, and he probably does agree with it. But I get the impression that he doesn't really care, or he doesn't really believe this whole story, because he hasn't come out and reached out to the LDBC. He hasn't given them interviews. I think he hasn't done that because he knows that they're going to ask him about the Glovegate. And maybe he doesn't believe it. I mean, Wilder himself said that Fury can't punch. He said in the first fight, the first fight where they accused Fury of cheating with bare knuckles, he said that in that fight, Fury punching power felt like pillow fisted, like he was hitting him with pillows. He said he didn't hurt him at all. So that just debunks Fury fighting him with bare knuckles in that fight, because how come Wilder wasn't complaining that Fury hit really hard? Same thing goes for the rematch. He said that in the rematch, even though he got dropped 5 times, he said that he did not feel anything from Fury. So if Wilder's saying Fury couldn't hurt him at all, it didn't hurt him at all in that rematch, then that should tell you right there that Fury didn't cheat, or was his gloves weren't tampered with. Why isn't Wilder saying anything? All right, that's the real question. Not why Tyson Fury ain't saying anything. Why isn't Wilder the so-called victim? Because that's what Wilder's supposedly a victim to Tyson Fury, right? He's a victim. Why hasn't the victim spoken out? Ask yourself that question. Why? You know, he probably just doesn't believe it himself. You know, he doesn't want to entertain it by giving these dudes interviews. That's my thing. I know that might be possible. Anyway, guys, all I have to say, subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I'm out. Thanks for watching. Peace.